Hello, welcome to the kickoff of our 5th annual Logos and Mythos Summer Reading Challenge. Thank you for joining me for this video, and I am so excited that you're interested in reading along with us this summer and having a lot of fun with us. I am definitely excited. I love to read. Obviously, that's one of my passions in life, and so I'm pretty excited about the book categories that I have for us this summer so that we can choose different books to fit into these categories and just share what we're reading with one another. So, big thank you for you being here, for listening in, and for planning to participate. So, just so I can let you know kind of what I'm going to talk to you about tonight, just going to go through that. I will be unveiling a new web page. So in years past, it has been a little confusing, I think, and I think you probably have realized that too, that it's a little confusing to have stuff on Facebook, Instagram, all these different places, and now on Zoom, and being able to have these video chats virtually so that we can interact with one another is fantastic, but that does add one more place. So I will be unveiling a one hub where everything will be located so you can find whatever you're looking for in one spot, and it will take you to the different things. So I'll be unveiling that. I will also explain how the challenge works and just let you know a little bit about what is in store for us this summer. Then I will share this year's book categories, which I've already told you I'm excited about. I will reveal some of our featured authors and our big closing event, which I cannot wait to tell you guys about. I hope you're going to be as excited about it as I am. And then finally, I will have just a couple of little things to share with you that you'll be able to find on that hub that I mentioned earlier. So first of all, my name is Joy Rankatori. I am a multi-genre indie author, which just means that I write a whole lot of different things. I enjoy writing. I enjoy reading. I also love photography and music and all sorts of things. I live just north of New Orleans. New Orleans, everybody in the world has probably heard of where New Orleans is, so that's just the easiest place to say. Now, a little bit about Logos and Mythos Summer Reading. So, first of all, Logos and Mythos is the name of my press. Logos and Mythos Press is the publishing company that I started. Logos and Mythos Summer Reading. This began 5 years ago, and I do apologize. You can probably hear my cat in the background. He is very upset that it is very near his supper time, and I'm over here doing this. So if you hear him, you will know why, and I promise I will feed him as soon as I finish. All right. So this is the 5th year for the Summer Reading Challenge, and every year I do something a little different. I try to make it better. I try to just improve it in some way for all of us, make it better for the readers, make it better for the authors who participate as well. That's a big part of it. And this year, obviously, we're bringing some new things with Zoom and with the big closing thing that I'm going to tell you guys about. And now this web page. So I am going to share my screen so that you guys can see. Here we go. And I am going to make this bigger so that you can see it much better. All right. So this is, all you have to do is go to joyerankatory.com/summer-reading. Okay, this is going to be the one link where you're going to be able to find everything. Okay, now when you pull it up on your phone, obviously it's going to look a little bit different, but this is what you're going to see. It'll just be in one column as opposed to having things kind of next to each other, all nice and spread out. So first of all, you have my little pop up here, and you can just click the little X, so that'll go away out of your way, or you can subscribe to my newsletter. All right, so here we go. Logos and Mythos Summer Reading. What's it all about? And I'm going to go through this list because that way I can kind of explain to you and tell you what to expect as we go through the summer. So first of all, we are going to read as many books as we can in the announced categories, and I'll share those categories in just a moment. Share your favorites. So a big driving force behind this is interacting with other readers and authors around the world and just sharing what we're reading, just letting other people into our reading lives and in the process, we get to find out about books we never would before, and it just becomes a great experience. So that's kind of the whole reason behind it. Next, you're going to get to earn points in 3 different ways. So you've heard about prizes, right? And there are 2 ways to win prizes. The first has to do with points. So I'm going to explain that first. The 3 ways that you can earn points are to comment on Facebook or Instagram posts. So that's where I'll be putting posts. If you are only on Facebook, that's fine. If you're only on Instagram, that's fine too. If you're on both and you want to comment on both of them, that's fine too. The point is, I wanted to be sure to be somewhere where you are. And most people enjoy one of those 2 platforms. So anytime you comment on a post, you will get 10 points per post you comment on. So if you go to a post, and sometimes we get into big conversations and we have tons of comments there, I'm only going to count 1 comment per post, just to make it simple, because otherwise I would go nuts and I don't want that. So that's how that works. The second way to earn points is to share posts on either of those platforms, or stories, posts or stories that have to do with the summer reading challenge. The trick with this though is I need you to tag me. So I am at Joy E. Regatory everywhere. So if you can ever figure out how to spell my last name, it's really simple. I'm the same thing in every place. So just tag me. Otherwise, I may not see you share it. So I would hate to miss somebody's and not get them the points that they need. So just go ahead and tag me so I can make sure to get you your points. So that's the second way. And the third way is to attend online events like this one. So we are going to have several more events, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but it will be similar to this, where we'll be on Zoom. I will put out links. In fact, you'll see in a minute where there are going to be handy dandy little buttons so that you can go and register for each of these events. I encourage you to register through the Eventbrite events that I will have set up, because when you do that, it's super handy. You're going to get emails in your own time zone reminding you. So like I went ahead and I signed up for this one so that I could figure out exactly how it works. And I got an email 2 hours ahead of time and then 10 minutes ahead of time. And in those emails, it includes the link again. So you're never scrounging around trying to figure out where in the world is that link, right? And also I always try to do it in some way like this, where the links go out in emails and I'm not just posting this stuff out in the world, because we're going to be face to face here and I don't want anybody to be uncomfortable. I don't want to have somebody show up who nobody knows who they are. We try to avoid that kind of thing. So that is your third way that you can earn points. All right. Now, weekly point leaders can win autographed books. And that ties into our featured authors, who I am so excited about. So keep that in the back of your mind, that there will be some weekly winners. Autographed books are the prize. You're going to want those, trust me. And that is going to be based on those points. So the more you interact, whether it be on social media or through these events, however you interact, you're going to earn points. And those will go toward winning an autographed book. You will also get to interact with readers worldwide. We have people all over the place who come in and join in and share what books they're reading and what they're enjoying about them and all of that. So I think that's pretty cool. Also, you're going to get to meet new authors and you get to ask them questions and they will answer. So I love the fact that these authors are willing to come and hang out with us, talk to us, answer our questions, let us know a little bit more about what they're writing, let us know a little bit of how their books came to be, things like that. So I am so, so excited to share them with you and you with them because authors and readers need each other. And I think that the relationship between the two is something very special. And when you can add to that the opportunity to be face-to-face in this interactive way, it just makes it even better. So finally, we will have 2 grand prize winners. So I mentioned the book categories earlier. This is the second way that you're going to win, and that is whoever reads the most books from the categories will be in the running for that grand prize. And then the second grand prize will go to the one who has the overall most points from the whole summer. Okay, so this begins tonight. Even though I think some of my things say that it starts tomorrow, and I guess technically it starts tomorrow, we're starting it right now. So if you start tonight, you will get your points if you go and watch this video on YouTube and put a comment. So that's the key. So if you can't make one of these events live in the Zoom thing, that's okay. These are going to go on YouTube. And then there, if you will comment on it, then I'll be able to give you your points. That way I know that you've watched it, you've hung out with us, you've enjoyed the same things that we're enjoying, and so I can give you your points as well. So 2 grand prize winners, 1, whoever reads the most books from the categories. I've got 8 categories. If you need more, I will come up with more. I promise. I have done it before. And the second grand prize winner, the one with the most overall points for the entire summer, June and July. So this will go through July 31st. All right. Finally, you see that the prizes are you get to choose if you would like to have a $25 Visa gift card that you can use to buy books anywhere. So I always choose to go with a Visa gift card because I want to encourage you to shop from your local independent bookstore. I have an incredible one in my town. I have several other amazing ones in towns around me, and I'm so thankful for them. So I hope that you have the same thing. If not, you can use it wherever, but that's one option. Or you might choose to have a book from any of the featured authors or one of our art authors. And that's part of the surprise I'll tell you about in a minute. Who are the art authors? Okay. Finally, you see down here, if you're looking along on the page, this link will take you to our terms and conditions. So this is something that you have to have anytime you're doing a giveaway. This tells that Facebook, Instagram, nobody is related to this giveaway. They have nothing to do with it. So, all of those very important legalese things that you have to have. And it also just goes into more detail about if we were to have a tie, how I break the tie, all of those things. If you really want that much information, it's there, I promise. I didn't want to bore you guys with it though. And coming soon, you see right here, I have got a free downloadable PDF this year that is a tracker. So you can keep up with the books that you're reading in the categories. And finally, the categories. Yay, I'm so excited. All right, so first of all, we have a book by a featured author, and those featured authors' names will be on this page very soon, and I'm going to tell you a few of them in a minute. Okay, the second category is ocean theme or setting. So I got this because if you are involved in summer reading at your library, you know that this summer's theme is oceans of possibilities. And I adore that theme. So that's why I have this category. The third one is book with a red cover. My favorite color is red. So there you go. That's where that one came from. Book club recommendations. So at the bottom of this page, I have a way that you can sign up to be part of our monthly virtual book club. So if you don't already have your own book club, you can join our book club, ask for recommendations there. Or, of course, if you already have a book club, you can ask them for a recommendation. Number 5, a 2022 release. So a book that comes out this year. Number 6, your librarian's favorite book. So I always try to do a little twist on this one. So this year I'm thinking, what is their favorite book? Ask them and give it a shot. All right, then our bonus ones. And by the way, you do not have to follow these categories in this order or anything like that. You can jump around, pick and choose, do whatever. The bonus categories though, number 7 is an epistolary. An epistolary is a book that is written through letters and or journal entries, sometimes articles, like written like news articles, things like that. A good example of this is the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. I think I actually said that right on the first time. I love that book. I love that movie. Both of them are fantastic. And it's a great example of this. But the reason I have this on here is my next book to come out is actually an epistolary. It is written from two characters' perspectives. One character is writing through letters, and one character is writing through a journal. And so it's kind of near and dear to my heart. And number 8, a book by any round table author. Okay, so now I'm getting closer to revealing that big thing that we've got coming at the end of the summer. All right, over here you see that we have the reading schedule. So this is just kind of lets you know what each week is. So on the featured author weeks, those are weeks where on Fridays, we are going to have a Zoom chat like this one with that author. Okay, so first of all, tomorrow begins our intro week. I'm just going to be sharing some posts on social media. There's not going to be a Zoom coming up this week. I'll be sharing this video. Hopefully you guys will have a chance to watch it and learn a little bit more about the challenge. Please ask me questions. So in the comments, if there's anything that I don't answer in the video, please ask me so that I can clarify that for you. All right, so we've got the featured author weeks. We'll have 2 of those. And then we're going to have 2 reading weeks. So what that just means is it's just going to be a little bit more low-key, just the posts. We're going to, continue to comment back and forth on social media, share what we're reading. So every Saturday, you'll get to have a particular post where you're going to share what books you've completed or what books you're working on and what category they go with. Because I want to follow along with you and figure out what you're reading for which categories. That in itself is pretty cool. So those are our 2 reading weeks. Then we'll have 2 more featured author weeks. And our final week, we are going to have that Friday, what I'm calling Authors of the Round Table. I know it's really cheesy, but I think it's fun. So this is going to be perhaps some of the featured authors from this summer, but it's also going to be some featured authors from previous summers who are coming back. And it's going to be kind of a really quick thing where each author is going to share a little bit about themselves, their books, what they're working on, kind of catch you up on things there. And then you're going to have an opportunity to ask them questions. So I hope you will join us for that because it is going to be amazing and I cannot wait. So that is our big closeout event that is coming. And that will be on Friday, July 29th. I wanted to make sure I said the date right. I knew it was the Friday of that final week, but the 29th, okay? So you can go ahead and put that on your calendars. And here you'll see this is where our events will be. So this was tonight's event. So each one of our events will have the same kind of button. All you have to do is click on it and you will register through Eventbrite. I have it set up there so that way you will get those reminder emails because if you're anything like me, you will forget that there is something coming up unless you were reminded multiple times, especially right before. So that's why I'm doing this. I hope it's going to make things easier for you. That's my goal. My goal is always to make things easier, simpler, make it streamlined, and make it more fun. Okay, all of those things together. That's the goal. Also, right here, you will see my feed for both Facebook and Instagram. So you can go through here, you can see the latest posts. So instead of, jumping all over the place, you can literally just come to this page. You can register for the next event. You can see what posts have been. You can hop over there, comment, interact with some of the other readers, ask questions of the authors, things like that. And it's all right here. Then these are some things that I'm going to be adding to. So you're going to meet the featured authors. This is coming soon. Basically, what I'm going to have here is a picture and just a brief thing about each one of our featured authors. And then as you see the art authors, okay, that will also be some of the authors who will be coming back for our roundtable event there on July 29th. So that's what will be there. And you know what, let me just finish showing you this page and then I'm going to tell you about some of our featured authors. So past events, this is the entire playlist from last year's Summer Reading Challenge. Now, as you can imagine, this white space here, that's soon going to be another playlist. And that will be all of the events that take place this summer, beginning with this one. So this is where this will be housed once I kind of get this video together and up onto YouTube, and then you'll be able to just see it right here. So if you miss one of the featured author chats in future weeks, all you'll have to do is come back here, go to the playlist, find the video that you missed, and you can watch it there. And don't forget to comment so that you can get points. Even though you missed being there live, you'll still get the points. Same with this video. So finally, this is what I mentioned earlier. If you're interested in a monthly virtual book club, we do not read a set book. What we do is we come together as readers and we share what we're reading, and it is so much fun. So this is how you can join that. All right, I am going to stop sharing my screen now. I'm going to come back here so it's just me, and I'm going to share with you about some of our featured authors. So first of all, we have Montrez. Okay, guys, she is so sweet. She is one of the kindest people, and I have just had a wonderful time getting to know her over the past, I don't know, year or two, I guess. I can't really remember when I first met her, but she is super sweet. And last year, I'm pretty sure I was reading Errant during last year's summer reading challenge or somewhere right around that time. And I knew right then that she had to be one of my featured authors this year. So I'm very excited about this. So Montrez writes urban fantasy and science fiction, and I love her books. So she has Errant and she has the novella Knockout, and these are fantastic. So that is one of our featured authors. Okay, then we have, this is Candace Marley Connor. And once again, I'm going to say this with all of them, but so sweet, just so kind. And I've had a great time getting to know her as well. In fact, I got to see her just a few weeks ago at a book festival in Mobile. And so she has written The Existence of Bee Pearl. This is a YA mystery with a little dash of Southern Gothic to it. Lots of nature. I just love the description in the book. But Candace also writes picture books, and I don't happen to have her picture books, but they are precious. And you guys are going to love her. You're going to love her books. So be excited about her week. And then finally, we have Linda Ganzini, and I have not gotten to talk to her in person yet. So I hope that I did not mispronounce her last name, because I understand the pain of that. I had, my maiden name was an unusual last name, and my married name, Rankatori, is not exactly your everyday. So I understand the pain of having your name said wrong. Anyway, her book, Lila, is a nonfiction. It's written like a fiction, though. So if you know the term narrative nonfiction, it's written just like telling a story, like you would be recounting your life story to someone that you are sitting next to. That's how she's written this. And it is the story of her mother's life as a young child in Italy during World War II. So this book is outstanding on so many different levels. So I hope that you are excited about this book just like I am as well. And then we'll have another featured author that I'll be sharing more with you guys about as we go further. But these ladies are incredible. They are fantastic authors, just lovely parts of the literary community. It's just lovely to see people who are there for the love of stories and for the encouragement of one another in the telling of those stories. So I hope that you guys enjoy the time that we get to spend with them this summer through this event. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. I do hope to have that tracker up by sometime tomorrow. And that web page is already live. So you can go there now. It is, like I said, joyerankatori.com/summer-reading. And that is where the hub will be. So everything, the events, the social media, all of those things will be there. So I will be putting up posts on certain days of the week that's on there as well. You can go back there and see if you don't remember what it looked like, or if you don't remember, we get 3 weeks in, you can't remember which days I'm going to be posting. But each of those posts will be something different. Like I said, on Saturdays, that's a big day because you'll want to just kind of check in, let us know what you're reading. If you've completed a book, be sure to get that on there. And I will be keeping track of your points. So anytime you comment, whichever, any posts that you comment on, any videos that you comment on, anything you share, as long as you tag me so that I can see it, those all get you points. Coming to some of these live events, all of these things will get you points. And then keeping track of the books. If you just put them on those Saturday posts, I will update my little log that I'm going to be keeping as we go. And that's pretty much how it works. So let's see, I covered prizes. I covered the grand prizes. There will also be, that's one thing I did not say. There is going to be one additional prize, and that will be over the 2 reading weeks that I showed you earlier. Whoever has the most points of those 2 weeks combined, the prize for that will be a copy of each of my books that are currently out in the world. Any Good Thing and This Good Thing. You'll have signed copies of those sent to you if you have the most points over those 2 weeks. So that is it. And if you guys have questions, like I said, please make sure you put those in the comments here and I'll answer them, or you can send me a message, whatever you're comfortable with. I look forward to seeing you as we go through the summer, through the events. I hope that this will be a lot of fun. I hope that you will be inspired to just read more than you ever have, or just to add to your list of books that you want to read. And I hope that we just have a great time together, because that's kind of the goal. Because summer reading isn't just for kids. It can be for adults too. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you soon.